All right, I'm going to say something that people are going to be like, "You're crazy." What? Yeah. I think the Yankees and even some of the Yankee fans might grow to miss Clay Holmes a little bit. Now, we're not going to miss the 13 blown saves, right? No. You can't really blame the fans for being frustrated about that. He led baseball. But here are some other stats in his tenure as a Yankee: 217 innings pitched, which is 10th in MLB in that period of time. A 269 ERA, up from almost 6 when he was with Pittsburgh. 274 FIP, which is sixth in baseball. .41 home runs per nine, which is third in baseball, and 68% ground ball rate, first in baseball. Okay, so that that's more important than people think, and the Mets may have gotten a good one here, and kudos to the Mets for taking a shot on him, right? And maybe they'll make him better. Maybe they'll make Frankie Montez better. And I got to give Steve Cohen this. He's brought the Mets back to relevance. He's brought the Mets back to life, right? And he's made them an attractive place to play for again. So, got to give him his flowers for that. There's no denying it. So I do think to a degree that we'll miss Clay Holmes a little bit. Not going to miss the blown saves, hell no. But I think we'll miss that production because when he found his right spot as a middle reliever, he was brought back to life too. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was pretty damn productive as a Mets. Now they're going to try him out as a starter, but I don't know if that happens. I mean, how well that goes, but you never know. I mean, they made Sean Manaea better. They made Luis Severino better. They still need probably two pitchers as well. So that still remains to be seen as to who they bring in, right? By the way, the winter meetings start tonight and into the next couple of days. So if you're not subbed to this channel, please sub to the channel right now. If your notifications are not turned on, please turn those on as well. I will be live every single day during the winter meetings. You'll get every piece of news as it comes in. Big, small, medium, sideways, left, right, up, and down, right? Now, pivoting to Juan Soto, I'm just going to say this. Again, I was on my live stream talking about this last night. I was on 420 Express live stream talking about this last night too. We're hearing a bunch of stuff, and I personally don't care what Ben Yole says or what Hector Gomez says or any of these people say, right? Peddling. Nobody knows the exact number that the Yankees and the Mets are at. Nobody. It's not being corroborated by any of the significant beat writers. We're just hearing what people are peddling on X and Twitter, right? It's noise right now. Noise. But we are pretty confident that the Yankees and the Mets are over $700 million, meaning they have both exceeded the largest contract in baseball history. Right? Kudos to both of them for that. They're dead serious about Juan Soto. Okay, he is the player to be pursued. He's the great white shark in free agency. He's the biggest one in the last I don't know how long. He'll be the biggest one for a while too. So now, to me, people are asking, what's your walkaway point and so on. So I don't have a walkaway point. I have your stand your ground point. I said this last night too. Right now, let's just say Hal's at 701, 710 or whatever, right? I would personally go to Juan Soto and Scott Boras and say, look, we offered you the biggest contract in baseball history. Okay. And for those that think we're cheap, we gave Garrett Cole $324 million. We gave Aaron Judge $360 million. We offered Yamamoto $300 million. And now we're here standing in front of you with the biggest contract in baseball history. If anybody's going to talk about us being cheap, has no idea what they're talking about. Okay, if anybody doesn't know the difference between revenues and profits, has no idea what they're talking about. Let's just stop running their mouths, right? Here we go. Now it's time for you guys to put your big boy pants on. If you want to go to Queens and take a little extra money, you go right ahead. But you guys are going to be the ones that are going to walk away from this. Okay, we're the ones that do a roll call for you every day. We brought you here. We gave you $31 million arbitration last year. We traded a bunch of guys for you. We showed you the love. And we're still here. And if you want to go to Queens for a little bit of extra money, you go right ahead. You're breaking records with either one of these teams, fine. But they are further away than the Yankees are. Okay? They need more pitching than the Yankees do. Their lineup is not as deep as the Yankees is. And the fact of the matter is, there is no player better to pair Juan Soto with than Aaron Judge. Francisco Lindor is great. Pete Alonso's great. Neither one of them are close to Aaron Judge. Not even close. Not even a mile away. Okay? That's reality. I don't care what Met fans say, what Mets beat writers, Mets prop. I don't care. The stats don't lie. Okay, we can cherry pick his performance in the postseason, which he started to come to life. Fine, cherry pick that. Go right ahead. But that's my stand. That's my stand your ground number, personally. At this point, the Mets are going to have to be the ones to walk. I mean, Scott Boras and Juan Soto are going to have the ones to walk away. If you're going to walk away for a little bit of extra money to the Mets, you go right ahead. We've done everything we could possibly do. We're at the biggest number in baseball history. We are. You're going to walk away from that? That's on you, bro. That's on you. It really is. So, can't fault Hal for that. Can't call him cheap for that. I don't care what other YouTubers say. He's the only. No. Okay. No. So, I don't. Again, not using other people's talking points, right? From X and blah blah WFAN and blah blah blah. Right? Yes, Juan Soto's priority number one, but again. You're gonna let them play games with us at this point? Someone was telling me last night the Yankees don't have any negotiating power. Somebody was telling me this on X last night. Yeah, they do. They're at the table right now. They're at the finish line. It's them or the Mets. Okay? You want to peddle BS? Go right and peddle BS. Even with Ohtani, the Dodgers got better, but the Yankees are still the most valuable franchise in baseball. Same thing would happen with the Yankees. If Soto went to the Mets, the Yankees would still be the most valuable franchise in baseball. Okay? So it's pointless having that discussion with people who just don't understand facts and who are resistant to facts that counter their narratives, right? Fine. Totally fine. That's what I would do. But again, I don't work for the Yankees. They don't pay me anything either. So that's my number. I'm at the biggest number in baseball history. You want to walk away from it, that's on you. I can sleep at night knowing that we gave you this. We offered it to you. Right? So it's up to you to make a decision now. Where do you want to play? Do you want to go to Queens for a little bit more money? Is it worth it? And I get all due respect to Steve Cohen. Okay? Like I said, he's made the Mets an attractive destination to play for. But Citi Field is not Yankee Stadium, and it never will be. Okay, it's not. You let me know what your thoughts are on this. Okay? We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. In the meantime, it's just going to be a lot of blah, 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 back and forth. My sources who have friends who have sources who want to be sources who think they know other sources because the sources are saying that their sources are sources. This is the bullshit we're hearing right now. My people are saying, and when I ask people, name your source, nothing. Crickets. Beep, 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 crickets. Right? Your sources aren't going to be the ones to break this. They're not. Now, let's pivot to football. Week 14, baby. Week 14. All right? You got the Jaguars. Who are 2-10 in Tennessee to face the Titans. Okay? Unfortunately, Trevor Lawrence is out of commission now with a dirty hit last week. And may he, come back with a quick and speedy recovery and full recovery. An exciting player. Okay? The Tennessee Titans are a 3-point favorite in this game. The over-under on this is 40. I'm going to go with the Titans on the over. Okay? My Jets are in Miami to face the Dolphins. My 3-9 Jets are in Miami to face the 5-7 Dolphins, who are kind of coming back to life a little bit with Tua back in the fold. Miami is a 6-point favorite. The over-under on this is 45. Okay? So again, as much as I'd like to say the Jets, I'm going to go with the Dolphins, but on the under. At this point, it might be a better idea for the Jets to just go for a top 3 pick in the draft and replace Aaron Rodgers, please. Okay. Next up, you got the Atlanta Falcons, who are 6-6 in Minnesota to face the 10-2 Vikings, baby. Owners of the former Jets quarterback and the former Giants quarterback. So Minnesota's a 5-point favorite, 5.5-point favorite. The over-under on this is 47 points. I am going with Minnesota, but I'm going on the under here. Then you got the New Orleans Saints 4-8 in town to face the Giants, who are 2-10. The other disastrous New York football team playing in New Jersey. So the New Orleans Saints are 5.5-point favorite. The over-under on this is 41 points. I'm going with the Saints on the under. Okay. I think it's a good chance that the Jets and the Giants are both going to get top 3 picks. Okay. It's a lot of terrible teams, but it's time for these guys to really, really right the ship. And, one of them is probably going to get Travis Hunter from Colorado. Maybe the other one gets Shedeur Sanders from Colorado. Colorado's got a couple of really good pieces. And shout out to Coach Prime for making this place a better place to play it again. They're kind of resurrecting the Buffalo franchise, the Buffalo University team. So, Buffaloes, I should say, not Buffalo University. The Buffaloes of Colorado. Panthers, they're 3-9. They're in Philadelphia to face the 10-2 Eagles. No surprise, the Phillies are a 14-point favorite. The over-under on this is 45. I'm going on the Eagles, with the Eagles on the under. Then you got the Cleveland Browns, who are 3-9, to face the Steelers, who are 9-3. Pittsburgh's a 6.5-point favorite. The over-under on this is 43.5 points. I'm going with Pittsburgh, but I'm going on the under for this. Okay. Then you have the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 2-10, to face the Buccaneers of Tampa Bay, who are 6-6. The Buccaneers are 6.5-point favorite. Over-under on this is 47 points. I'm actually going to go with the Raiders as a surprise winner here on the under, as an upset. Then you get the Seahawks, who are 7-5, to face the Arizona Cardinals, who are 6-6. The Arizona Cardinals are 3-point favorites. Over on this is 44.5. I'm going to go with the Seahawks actually on the over. I think the Seahawks have a couple more wins in them this year. Then the Buffalo Bills, who are 10-2, are in LA to face the Rams. The Bills are 3.5-point favorites. I'm surprised they're not a bigger favorite. But the over on this is 49.5 points. I'm going to go with the Bills on the over on this. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. Then you got the Bears, who are 4-8, against the 49ers, who are 5-7. Surprising 5-7 49ers. Also surprised by the 4-8 of the Bears. The 49ers are 3-point favorites, but Christian McCaffrey, I don't know what his deal is, so I'm going to go with the Bears on this, on the under here. By the way, the over-under on that game was 44 points. Okay, then you've got the LA Chargers, who are 8-4. Jim Harbaugh representing right there, against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 11-1. The Chiefs are a 4-point favorite. I'm actually going to go with the Chargers here. I'm going Jim Harbaugh. I'm giving a shout out to Jim Harbaugh to beat the Chargers. The Chiefs, to make them a 11-2 team instead of 11-1. The over-under on this is 43. I'm going with the Chargers on the over. And then last but not least, which is tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 4-9, are facing the Cowboys, who are whopping 5-7. The over-under on this is 49.5 points. The Bengals are a 5.5-point favorite. I'm going to go with the Bengals here for the win. So those are the previews of NFL games, right? That's my 2 cents on Clay Holmes. I think we'll grow to appreciate certain components of what he brought to the Yankees. And thank you for what you did here. I wish you well with the Mets. And that's my 2 cents on Juan Soto, too. You let me know what your thoughts are. Have a great day. Keep you posted.